Next up, at UFC 324, we have Natalia Silva taking on Rose Namajunas. Natalia Silva, 19-5 in her career, 5-0 in her last 5 on a 13-fight win streak, taking on Rose Namajunas, 14-7 in her career, 3-2 in her last 5, coming off that bounce-back win over Miranda Maverick. Natalia Silva, well-rounded as hell. She's always fun to watch, technical striking. She will occasionally wing some punches from her hip, but for the most part, she's got some creative striking, fantastic footwork, good pressure, and she does a really good job baiting opponents in the striking matches, and if she wants to keep it there, she can. If not, she can very quickly transition into wrestling. She'll even use some upper body takedowns, shoot a real takedown, and she does a nice job mixing it all together well. She's got great control on top if she ends up on the ground. She doesn't have a ton of power, but the footwork, the timing have all gotten her not only a lot of wins in the UFC, but a couple of finishes as well. She's coming off that one-sided striking win over Alexa Grasso. She's taking on former world champion Rose Namajunas. She was the world champion at strawweight, but obviously she moved up in weight. She's hanging around flyweight for her last couple of fights. Rose is pretty good everywhere. Arguably the more well-rounded fighter in this fight, certainly the more experienced fighter. She's got good wrestling, good BJJ, very good striking. The footwork is fantastic. The power is deceiving. She has wins over all-timers like Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Tisha Torres, Jessica Andrade, Weili Zhang 2 separate times. And as much as she can be a little chaotic mentally, in that cage, she is very buttoned up. She is coming off the decision win over Miranda Maverick. This was supposed to be Alexa Grasso and Rose Namajunas. Objectively, a much harder fight now for Rose than before. And I like this matchup a lot more because if Natalia Silva beats former world champion and like perennial challenger Rose Namajunas, then Natalia Silva is next up for a title shot. And even though she's kind of stepping up on short notice, plenty of time, and it's not going to be a factor here. I really enjoy this fight, and I think Natalia Silva, I don't want to say runs away with it because Rose is very good. I think the odds are certainly not wide enough when it first opened, but now they might be a little too far gone. I think Natalia Silva is going to be a little faster, a little cleaner, have better footwork, and I think Rose is just going to be a half of a step behind. Rose will actually be the more technical striker, but I think we're going to see a little bit of age. I think she might be stuck in the mud a little bit, start trying to chase some power, maybe look to wrestle, which would not go well for her because even Jasmine the Vicious couldn't take down Natalia. Natalia is going to be the pick. I think just the footwork is going to be too much here. Natalia Silva is my pick. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, two things for this fight. Number one, I'm going with Natalia. I think she really can win a 30-27, just kind of do the dancing around thing. It'll be interesting, if the judges decide like, oh, we don't like the kind of dancing around back and forth, backing up, thing for 3 rounds. But there's 2 things. The second that Rose shoots a takedown, or if she brings in a wrestling game plan to this fight with Fat fucking Barry or whatever, it's over. I mean, the second you see Rose shoot a takedown, it means she's frustrated with the strike here, can't figure out the timing, and is just trying to do it. And her takedowns are kind of like the dive in, inside trip and stuff, and she might be able to surprise Natalia with a takedown, but I don't think she's going to be holding down a girl like Natalia. But there is an interesting read for this fight, and we'll see if Fat Barry picks it out. But even if he does, Rose isn't the type of girl that she needs to be. If you watch Natalia fight, obviously it's a lot of just backing up. She's basically like the female Yusuf. Right? She's going to back up. She's going to pick her spot. She's going to, if you pressure against the fence, it's going to be boom, boom. She's kind of almost like juke you like a running back and get out of there. But sometimes, and she does this, it's kind of a bad habit that eventually I think it's going to catch up to her. And if Rose is smart, you back her up. And what she does is she will like almost brawl out of the pressure. She will get back against the fence, be against the fence, drop her hands, and just kind of throw a big winging right left and use that as kind of like her out to get an angle or to get the pressure off her to circle off the fence. You can watch her in the tape and do all stuff. And against other girls, it's worked, right? I mean, she hasn't been against like the highest level strikers. So she drops her hands, boom, boom, and then she circles out left or right depending on which hand she throws last. But against a girl like Rose, if Rose knows that she does this and pressures her against the fence and just kind of waits and throws kind of an extended combination and waits for those hands to drop, Rose is definitely more than capable and a good enough striker to find those opportunities. I promise you the opportunities are there. I watched enough tape, and I started watching. I was like, oh no, I have it in my nose. Natalia has a what my word just
I don't know.
a bad
Presence?
habit. I would say a bad habit. I think
Oh.
there was like a single word I was looking for, but a bad. And she does have a bad habit of just dropping her hands and just throwing boom, boom, and almost like trying to brawl out of the pressure. If Fat Barry sees that and has Rose ready, there could be an opportunity there, but I think Natalia's going to be left, right, circle around, stick move. And Natalia's a girl, too, that when she starts hitting that flow state, she can definitely overwhelm and out volume. So she's not all backing up. She'll move forward eventually, but finds that timing. And I just like Natalia, and she's like a real 125er too. Like, let's not forget Rose's 115er.
Yeah.
That is coming up, and she's a bigger girl, but like physicality, Natalia's just so fucking strong, and it's really kind of a shame. Like Rose, I think without Fat Bear, I think Rose. I had a conversation with this with Marcus. What's the next bet? Rose is like the perfect build and has the perfect skill set. If she was just locked in at 115. She could have been a champion for a long time. I think Fat Barry really fucked her up with stupid ass game plans and stuff like this. I mean, she's like the John Jones, like long rangy, can wrestle, can strike, like tough as shit, like her mentality. And I think Fat Barry like fucking ruined her career.
Dude, she won somebody. This dude Jake, whatever, says stop the cope Rose's ass. Dude, no.
She's so good.
Dude, and not only like she is very accomplished. She's not just a fluke. She won the belt, defended it against multiple all-time greats at that weight class, lost the belt on a fluke, won it back, continued. Like she only lost her belt at 115 in the most boring decision in the history of time that could have gone either way. Moves up in weight and has had some success.
Yeah, that literally was Fat Barry. Fat Barry, you're doing great, Rose. Like they're booing. That's what we want. It's like, no, go punch Carla Esparza in the fucking face. What are you talking about? Punch her in the face.
Saying she's ass is crazy. Like she's an she has wins over the two all-time greats. She has wins over Wei Li, wins over Joanna. Like they are, when people say who's the best ever at this weight class, those are the only two names they throw out there. And Rose beat them both convincingly. She finished Wei Li.
Rebus with me in the fucking. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
She's right there. I got Rose in my fucking. My parents' streamer.
So very interesting dynamic here. Probably a passing of the torch. Rose is not old. She's 33, but I have a feeling she's going to look old here. I think she's going to look a little slow, a little behind. Natalia's just got too good a movement.
I think she looks fine.
I think she's going to look a little slow here.
Not slow. I think she just doesn't. She's not going to chase as hard as she needs to. Like I guarantee Fat Barry is going to be like, don't chase her, make her come to you, make her like, that's going to, I guarantee that's the game plan that Fat Barry is going to be like, we're not going to chase her, Rose. Don't chase her. Just let her come to you. Bite her in, feint her in, shoot the takedowns. Like that's going to be the horrible ass game plan he's going to come up with. Well, what she needs to do is just pin her and fucking let those hands go.
Yeah. Back her up. Just get after her.
That's your opportunity. Yeah. Like have big moments. You got to have the big moment against the fence. Let the judges see Natalia running away from the big moment. Pressure again. Another big moment. Like, that's how you're going to win. But yeah. Fat Barry, so.
Yeah, it'll be I'm curious to see how it goes. I will say I'm fairly confident in Natalia Silva, but these DraftKings fantasy prices are a little ridiculous. $9,400. She's not going to finish, Rose. So $9,400, she better wrestle her ass off for that to be worth it. $6,800 for a former world champion who's tough and in every fight. Kind of disrespectful there. If you think Rose has some success, you might be able to get some value out of that. But if you want to see what the fight simulator has to say, what the artificial intelligence has to say, we use the data analyzer to find some stats. If you want to watch their previous fights and use the full fight catalog or the library or the tape index, all of that is available at WeWantPicks.com. Just click become a member at the top. It's freaking 10 smackaroos for an entire month's worth of access.